Man, what's up? Sim again. Early in the morning, getting ready to go out and start my day and shit, right? Got, you know, the slacks in the dryer. But I was sitting back watching Waist Deep with Tyrese, and I said, you know what? Let me go back and watch Baby Boy because, watching Waist Deep, talks about a convicted felon or just basically a guy with two strikes, and he's trying to save his kid from being put in the system. His baby mama for some reason left, took the money from the previous robbery that he had, was causing him to get locked up, and she was never to be found again. But he's still there for his son, and then he gets with this ratchet bitch, and all of a sudden, like, she wants to become part of his family, and now they live happily together ever after in Mexico and all of this shit, right? So I went back and I watched Baby Boy, and one of the first things, so I watched it a few times, man, back in the day. So it's funny watching this movie, and then looking at some of the brothers on YouTube and how they refer to the Dirty Dick Rodneys and the Ray Ray and Pookies as Jody from Baby Boy. I mean, and it's head on. So like when I was watching this shit, the first thing I noticed is like, well, damn, his mother actually has a pretty nice house. Like, who kept the house maintenance before Ving Rhames' character came along? Before he basically took over the house, because a lot of the guys, a lot of the black men that I know who do have the baby boy syndrome, they don't know how to do shit. They don't know plumbing. They don't know drip edge. They don't know roofing. They have no idea how to run electrical wires through beams. These motherfuckers, really, to be honest with you, they don't even know how to mop a floor. And I was just wondering, like, man, who kept the house up? And I'm willing to bet, well, this wasn't really written in the script, but, just looking at a lot of the guys that I know who do have the baby boy syndrome, whenever someone comes over to come and, repair the windows or, basically make sure that the plumbing work is done, these guys usually standing over them, and, or they'll go back and they play the video game. And, yeah, man, I'll be in the other room, man. Just let me know when you're done, But they're never willing to sit over these guys and learn how to do this shit so they can be productive and possibly start a business of their own. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just looking at this movie and I was just thinking about how cowardly a lot of these guys are when you think about, the fact that a lot of brothers on the higher end, they want to do business with black men, but they just can't because we have that nigger rig syndrome about us. And then, the other sector to that is, the fact that a lot of brothers, they overcharge, which, they have no choice but to overcharge because they don't have the overhead like a lot of whites and other races do, where they're able to charge customers for their services or merchandise for a cheaper price, on a discounted price. That's why you get a lot of these guys like, man, shit's too expensive, man, give me the hookup, So, a lot of these black businesses, they tend to lose out on a lot of money giving the hookup, but, they really can't afford to give the hookup because of so much over fucking head that other companies, who are backed up by white society, they're able to take and fund a lot of the overhead. Well, I told one of my female friends that I would not have this dialogue with her over the phone anymore, that I would just go ahead and keep it just strictly on wax. So, that's what I'm doing right now. But, her baby daddies fall into the fucking baby boy syndrome. I mean, they have no tools at all. I mean, if they have a tool, if anything, they probably have like a wrench or something, or they may have a set of pliers, like, but they don't have a toolbox. When you look at a lot of these other businesses, like, I know one guy who wants to start a lawnmower service. All he has is a push lawnmower, but then, his competitive counterpart is these white guys who have all of the tools. They have the riding lawnmower where they can get on, and they don't have to take and push anymore. Everything is just power generated. They even have the machine that's backed up on that truck where they can take and chop down a tree and put all of the bark inside of the machine, and it chops it up and turns it into like mush. And like, black people don't have that shit together, man. And I feel embarrassed a lot of times just talking about a lot of this shit, but niggas just, wow, bro, niggas piss me off. And I mean, granted, I'm a black man myself, motherfuckers, coming to me like, man, nigga, you crazy, man, nigga, man, why you always talk about us like that? And I'm like, look, bro, even the sisters, they're like, man, motherfucker, do tell the truth, man, nigga, do be telling the fucking truth and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be the type of guy that gets on YouTube or even in person with a lot of these motherfuckers, because when I talk about this shit to people, they get offended. Like one brother on YouTube actually said, like, the guys who listen to a lot of this dialogue are the people who already know. They're just coming on YouTube looking for answers. And to a certain extent, like, he's right. He is absolutely correct. Not even to a certain extent, to the utmost. He is absolutely correct, man. Because, you read the comments and, you see a lot of the people on there, very rarely do you see a lot of motherfucker like, man, fuck you, nigga, you just mad, nigga, because you ain't get no pussy, which that's not the case at all. But I'm just saying, like, you can tell the motherfuckers who get offended. And you don't really get that. You might get a few white people here and there, a few trolls here and there that might have their opinion about some shit. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the vast majority of the people who do make comments are the ones who totally agree with the shit. Like baby boy Jody is a fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mom is still coming out of her pocket paying for the maintenance inside of the house that possibly either Mexicans or, some white company is fucking helping her to keep her shit up together. And this motherfucker's not doing nothing. I mean, I looked at the house on baby boy. I'm like, man, it's, pretty nice house. She's outside working on her garden. She has the roofing done on the house. Looks nice. The yard is kept up. The inside of the house is nice. It's painted, even though he smokes weed inside of the house. And, every bedroom seems to have its own integrity to it. It seems to be upkept. But, this motherfucker's not doing shit. Well, let me go ahead and get ready to get the fuck out of here. I have about 19 minutes. So, I'm going to leave you guys, make a short video real quick. But, that's just a quick analysis on, the dirty dick Rodney motherfuckers and shit, as Minister Jab calls them. But, season 2 is on the way. I just want to make sure I have a few videos out just to let motherfuckers know that I'm still alive and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And, I see everybody's kind of like moving up, upgrading that shit, which is good. I even saw, what's the guy's name? The Elder, man, he's even doing live chat now, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker there, yeah, dig. Which I like to talk to the Elder one day, man. I really like to take a sit down and just pick at his brain. Maybe one day I'll get to meet him in person when I take another trip back down to New Orleans. I'll run into him, catch his ass at the French Market or something, man. Run it with him real quick. But that's it. Go ahead and get up out of here. You guys be cool. Sam, peace.